ain't ducking no shit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Bucs and the Saints coming up next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Throwing on first down. Mobley. And incomplete to open things up.
They're such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Mobley. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Mobley. He's got Otten. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Back to throw.
Mobley.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Fournette. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out in the starting game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Mobley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On first down, Mobley. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw. Mobley. There's Evans again, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw. Mobley. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Succop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Mobley. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Fournette on the counter. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Mobley. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to work. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Operating from the gun, Mobley. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Let's get some roll.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Good for a Saints.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And
he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
What's the deal, y'all? All right, go get him now. Ready.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 1st and 10, Mobley. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 4. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A 7-yard gain. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Kamara off the draw, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
To kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2nd down, back to Fournette. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On second down, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in for 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Looking to throw. Mobley. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try now for Suckham. And the lead is up to 15 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's focus in on what we got to do. Let's rock and roll.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happier then.
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.